Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slang Hope. And I got another video for y'all. And this video is about, I want to talk about what my biggest regret is. Tomorrow is going to be my anniversary after returning home from my incarceration due to gun violence from being a Crip member. And every time that it gets around this time, I always reflect. I always reflect on what led me to go to prison. I always reflect on my life before prison. I always reflect on how my life has been after prison. Like, what accomplishments have I done? What obstacles have I overcome? Like, I always reflect on everything. And I think for a long time in my life, like, you know, I took the weight on my shoulder. I always said, like, I didn't have no regrets, XYZ. And I think a lot of times we are in denial of our regret because we feel like having regrets might make us weak, or we feel dumb, or we feel pessimistic, or we just feel negative about saying that we regret doing certain things. But I think that's part of growth. That's part of being a man, acknowledging that you made some mistakes and being sorry, you know. And I think, like, that's where I'm coming from, you know. Like, I'm just coming from, like, I regret all that shit. Like, at the end of the day, like, I take the lessons, I take whatever I take, it happened. I can't change the past, but I can be man enough and I can admit that I regret that shit. I regret everything that came from it. I regret, you know, like everything. Like, I regret walking into that handball court, you know, and getting turned Crip, getting my square on, you know. And the crazy thing about that is that, you know, before all of that, I had a job. I worked for a youth club. I've been to, like, anti-gang rallies, you know what I'm saying? Stop the guns, stop the violence, stop the gangs. Like, I went to, like, these different events. I knew different people. And I still ended up in the gang. Like, and sometimes I even ask I used to play ball. My mother always kept me in sports. And I'm like, how the fuck I still end up in the gang? Right? And the crazy thing is, and I respect this dude, man, Leak. You know what I'm saying? I respect Leak for this, man. For this. I respect Leak for this. Because I remember he was a member of my set. And he told me one time, like, you know, he used to see me around in the park and we used to talk. And, you know, people always try to recruit people and whatever, XYZ. And I think the same day, or probably like a few days before I turned Crip, he was telling me, like, yo, man, like, this shit ain't what you might think it is, man. Like, and he was one of the only ones that was mad real. Like, he was like, yo, this shit ain't it, man. He kept it real. He was like, yo, this shit ain't it. He said, like, you know, like, this ain't no ticket out the hood. Like, he was just like, everybody ain't Snoop Dogg. Everybody ain't, you know what I'm saying, gonna get on, gonna be cripping and get on and be able to do something and get out the hood. He was like, this, you know what I'm saying, if you want to play ball, homie, like, play ball. Like, he was being real. He was just like, you know what I'm saying, because once you get into this, bro, this shit different, bro. This shit will change your whole life. And, you know, like, I listen, and again, like, when you young, man, you just hear shit. Shit just go from one ear to the other. You young, you not old enough to reflect on this shit. But I respect that man for being real. Like, he was just like, yo, man, this ain't no ticket out the hood, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he was being real. And I think, like, I had so many moments, like, when I reflect, like, but I still did that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I told y'all before in my other videos why I did it. But then when shit played out the way it played out, and when I reflected, like, I just be thinking, like, damn, like, I fucked up my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really did. And I think a lot of these dudes is not real. Like, a lot of these dudes is not real. They're not realistic about their regrets. They're not realistic about all the negativity that came from that shit. You could ask a whole bunch of these dudes, what positive gain have you gotten from this? What positive gain? This shit ruined my friendships. After middle school, I had problems with people just because I joined the gang. I had problems with people that was cool for years because I joined a gang. You know what I'm saying? I created enemies. I put myself in harm's way. I harmed people. I exposed my mother to danger. This is the things that I was doing. I messed up my record. You know what I'm saying? Like this, these are lifelong implications. And I get it. Like our young people, I can't be mad at them. I was young too. I was young myself and I didn't listen to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I was young, a young kid chasing grown ass men that claimed the opposite gang. Just because of that. So I understand what these young boys is feeling because I was there. Like you can't tell me nothing. Get out of here, old head. I didn't want to hear that. They wanted to hear the negative, right? They wanted to hear the dudes that was like, yeah, put in that work, little homie. They wanted. These are the people they looked up to, right? These are the people that we tended to look up to, because I was one of them young dudes too. But again, like, takes a real man to reflect and be real. Be real with yourself. A lot of these dudes be sitting here on the internet 50 years old, still banging or still talking about it. Still talking about it. And you know what? A lot of it is bitterness. Because a lot of these grown men, they know that they was manipulated, they was used. They OGs a lot of times send them on dummy missions. A lot of times they OGs fucked up their childhood. They fucked up their record. They have fucked up their life. So you know what these bitter men do? They be like, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck up some other kid's life. That's really what it is. These dudes be mad that they threw their life away, and instead of them ending the cycle and saying like, you know what, I'm not gonna throw no other child's life away, they continue the cycle because they're bitter that somebody fucked up their life. Come on, let's be real. That's really what it is. I don't care what nobody else say. It's some people who are trying to do good, but for the most part, a lot of these dudes are bitter. Somebody fucked up their life, and they fucking up somebody else's life because they like, fuck it, this part of the game, homie. I had to go through it. I had to put in work. I had to walk to the store. I had to do all of this. So when they get to a certain age and they get to a certain rank, they enjoy doing that to somebody else's kid. Some of these motherfuckers don't even care about their own kids. They'll let their own kids join the gang, knowing that shit fucked up their life. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. I sit here and I watch people on the internet talk about this shit. Oh, you ain't real right. You ain't lucky left. You ain't this. And these be grown ass men. Grown ass men. Continuing the cycle, the legacy of oppression and destruction and genocide. This is why when I'm working with the juveniles, man, I understand why they say we don't got no OGs. We ain't got no OGs, homie. And I don't blame them, because I seen with my own eyes what the OGs did. I seen with my own eyes how the OGs manipulated and misused us. I seen with my own eyes. So I understand them young brothers, man, when they on some like, we ain't got no OGs, we ain't listening to nobody. And now the shit is a chaos, man. Nobody listening to nobody. Everybody just running around getting crazy. But we gotta put the blame where the blame is at. Cause I see this shit, this shit is sickening, man. It's disheartening. Like I see it all the time. And I'm like, and dudes be sitting here, I'm a real nigga. I'll do this to you, SMD. I'll do that to you. That shit is not real. And you corny ass motherfuckers in the audience, y'all keep tuning into this shit. And y'all keep commenting like, oh, yo, you a real dude. You a real nigga, man. This is the ignorance y'all wanna push, man. This is the ignorance y'all wanna share. This is the ignorance that y'all give y'all ears and y'all lip service to. Y'all a problem too. Y'all the reason why y'all circulating, y'all liking it, y'all sharing this negative content. Y'all like to be entertained with stupidity. Why we can't be entertained with jokes? Like, regular funny jokes. Like this shit is crazy, man. It's like mad crazy. Like we all play a part in this shit, man. We all play a part in all this crazy shit that is going on. We all are partaking in this generational oppression and genocide. If them niggas so real, why they don't talk about the pain that this shit caused? If this shit's so real, why they don't talk about their mothers crying? Why they don't talk about them crying in them prison cells? If this shit's so real. If this shit's so real, why they don't talk about the frustration, the pain, the anguish that they felt when they was betrayed. If this shit's so real. If they so real, right? If them niggas is so real, they some real niggas. They never talk about their pain. They never talk about their wet pillows in prison. They never talk about their down moments when they wish it wasn't them. When they wish they would have took a different course. See, anybody could come out here in front, man, put a certain face. Anybody could do that. That shit is mad corny. I don't respect nobody that can't talk about their pain. You know this shit caused you mad pain. You know you don't lost friends. You don't lost family. You don't lost part of your life. Well, I mean, some people can't relate to this. Some people can't relate because some of y'all was just members. Y'all ain't never gangbang. Y'all was just gang members. And there's a difference between a gang member and a gangbanger. And I ain't, whatever. Take it however you want to take it. It's the facts though. Some of y'all can't relate to some of this shit because y'all ain't never lose. Y'all ain't never gain. Y'all was just going with the wind. Wherever the wind blew, y'all went with it. So this ain't for some of y'all. But for the ones who know this shit caused you pain, you knew you was in them mountains crying, or you was in them Rikers Island cells crying and wishing you did something different. For the ones who are still living what they regret and never talked about it, or are afraid to talk about it because you're afraid how people gonna view you. You ain't real, homie. You think real is telling somebody SMD? You think real is trying to talk about who did this, who baby mom smashed this dude, who that shit is not. That shit is gangster gossip. No different than the gossip that the woman do. But to y'all, that shit is real. Come on, man. Like we have to be the examples. We have to be the leaders, man. We have to be the leaders. And at the end of the day, I'm just trying to lead myself and my family and my close friends, man. I ain't trying to be Batman in Gotham City. I can't save the world. But we have to be realistic, man. And we have to be able to come out. For those of y'all who have a platform, talk about your pain, man. Talk about how this shit made you feel. Talk about that shit. Fuck the war stories. Talk about your pain. Let people see your pain and feel it. Maybe these kids will change if they could relate to your pain and your struggle and your suffering. Not the gangster shit. The gangster shit get motherfuckers amped up and go do stupid shit because that's the only thing you're showing them and that's the only thing they see. They glorifying that shit. But show them the pain. Show them what you really went through them nights in your cell. Show them that pain. Show them that face. That's what we need to show them. Know what I mean? But like, yeah, man, like this shit is just crazy, man. This shit is just, it's crazy. I be thinking about it. And, you know, for a long time, this is just some shit that, like, you know, we kind of like I said in the beginning, like we don't want to seem weak. We want to be strong. But even the strong become weak at some point. Even the strong break. But it's about not staying there. It's about getting up. It's about how you respond to those weak moments. Because some people could stay there. Some people could stay stuck there. It's about not staying stuck there. So, I don't want to make this long, man. I was just reflecting. And I'm just like, yo, nobody talks about the pain that come with this shit, man. Nobody talks about the pain. And don't get me wrong, I never lost no homies. Like, none of my homies died. You know what I mean? We was the victimizers. And I'm not saying that to be tough. And I'm not, because I just want you to know I'm not coming from a place of that I lost mad friends to this. But I lost friends in other ways. I lost friends going to prison. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us lost time going to prison. A lot of us had 7 in the system. A lot of us have 10s. A lot of us have 15s. Some of us have 20s. Like, I lost a lot of friends in different ways. Death is not the only way you can lose friends. You lose friends in the system, man. That shit is real, man. That shit is sad. That shit hurts. And like, ain't nothing real about this shit. This shit is a bunch of traumatized and hurt people going out there to hurt people. This is all it is, man. You ain't no tough. You're not gangster. You grew up in a traumatizing environment that traumatized the shit out of you and hurt you. And because you couldn't communicate your trauma and your hurt and your pain, you went out there and did the same shit to other people. Let's be real, man. Let's be fucking real. That's what the fuck is going on. It's a cycle of generational trauma and pain and hurt. So I just wanted to say that, man. I just wanted to share, man, cause like this shit is just crazy, man. A lot of us carry a lot of shit, man. And cause we carry a lot of shit, we take it out on our domestic partners, we take it out on our families, our moms, we take it out on the people that are closest to us. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Hopefully it benefits some people. You know, hopefully it does something. Hopefully it moves you if you still got a heart. Hopefully it moves you. Hopefully you could go in there inside of that shell that we walk around with, that mask that we carry around in our back pocket. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it does something, man. Hopefully it touches something in some of us and get us moving, man. And for the audience, man, like, stop sharing the bullshit, man. And that could be some of my shit too. If I'm talking some bullshit, don't share my shit. Don't share my shit. But y'all play a role in a lot of this negative shit circulating. Y'all play a fucking role in this shit. Y'all play a role in the fucking music that gets circulated, that gets million streams and all this crazy shit. Y'all play a role in this shit. So you gotta be accountable too to the shit that you soaking in and you pushing out there so millions of people can see it. Come on, man. Let's hold each other accountable. Hopefully, if anybody benefited from the things I said, it's because of the wisdom that my Lord has granted me and the understanding. And if I made any mistakes, it came from me. I'm human, and I'm trying to be better, and I'm trying to work. And hopefully, you know, y'all work with me. But y'all be good out there. Peace.